Okay, Hawks, this is actually take two on this one. I usually do them in one take, but for some reason my audio didn't record on my other computer. Something's going on with that one, so I switched to a different computer, and we'll see how this works. This is going to be called the deck of cards workout, and it's something I modified from our good friend Coach Nesbitt at Bay City Western. He uses this a lot for doing an interval or repetition type work, speed work, whatever you want to call it. I'm modifying it for general strength for today's effort. So I have a deck of cards, 52 card standard deck plus one for one joker. I don't know if I had another joker I lost as a whole deck, but it'll do the trick. I'll shuffle it. You know, I didn't cheat, stack the deck on you, make it harder, or to manipulate things for you to do something specific I had in mind. The whole idea is that this is random, and that can be a lot of fun. It's probably a lot more fun when we're doing this together and in person, but I thought this would be a good way to add some variety. Maybe a good way just to do it a little bit different, just to spice it up a little. I don't know if it'll spice it up a little or not, but that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm shuffling this deck, and I'm going to select some cards. I'm just going to take the top 10 cards. Today we'll do 10 exercises. I'll take the top 10. I won't look at them, so I won't look ahead and cheat, and I won't show you ahead either, and then each one will be a little bit of a surprise. So let me count those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll set the other 43 cards aside, still not looking at them. I have this cheat sheet right here, and this cheat sheet is something I can share. I can paste later in the comments below the video on YouTube, and you can look at kind of the idea on my notes and see where we're going with it. This is something that if we want to, we can build the database and find ways to randomize further so that if we repeat the workout, we're not necessarily repeating all of the efforts. I just tried to mix them up into 4 categories. Those 4 categories indicate something. Each suit on the card represents one of these 4 categories. So hearts will be something in the plank category. Spades will be something in the crunches category. Diamonds will be something in what I'm calling general strength. And clubs will be something in stability category. Now, a lot of these things, many of these things can be moved from one category to the other. So that's not the whole point. The point is just to give a little variety and mix things up a little bit. So we could take all of our routines we do and all those individual exercises and add them to these lists, and then have this huge repository where we can flip a card and that's the exercise you do, or we can roll the dice and that's the exercise you do, or whatever we want to do with it. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe nothing. I don't know that yet, but we're going to try this today. One more thing. You need to know how we're going to determine how long or how many we're going to do of each of these things. So what I've done here is I've taken and written down that our numbered cards, so 2 through 10, will have a value of their face, valued number, whatever the number of the card is, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 10, times 10 seconds. So if it's a 2, you're going to do 20 seconds. If it's a 10, you're going to do 100 seconds. If it's something we would rather do in a number of reps rather than for time, we will just multiply that number by 2. So 2 times 2 would be 4, 10 times 2 would be 20. So you do 20 whatever. Face cards, we'll do 60 seconds of an exercise, still using the suit to indicate or dictate which category we're going from, but we'll do 60 seconds or 30 reps, and then we'll do 15 of something that corresponds to which face card it is. So jacks will be jumping jacks. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Queens, for the time being, are mountain climbers. Kings are jump lunges, jumping lunges, leg switches, whatever. I call them a lot of different things. You've done all of these things before. Aces are wild. You'll still do an exercise out of the category that it dictates based on its suit, but that wild is your choice. So you do your favorite exercise of that category. If it's something we already did, you can repeat it if you want, or you can do something else, but it is completely your choice for how long or how many sets you do. So you pick the exercise, you pick the time or number of reps. The one joker that I mentioned is in there, the 53rd card. Should be a pretty rare occurrence that I flip that card. I will let you know that I did in a last edition or a last take on this video. So I don't know. Will we see it again? Well, I guess we'll find out. But the Joker's wild also, and that one is coach's choice. So I will see if that comes up, when it comes up, how hard the workout has been at that time up to that point, how hard I want the workout to be, how nice I want to be, or silly. Maybe we're silly. I don't know what we'll do. But I get to determine the category on that because it doesn't have a suit associated. So I get to determine the category, the exercise, and the duration of that exercise. So with that said, we'll get started on the session today, see how it goes, see how you like it, and if it's fun to do it more random like this, we'll do it again, and I'll try to build it and make it better. So I won't look, I won't peek, I want it to be a surprise for me too. Who knows, maybe it'll make me say something interesting, funny. I doubt it, but we'll see anyway. And I want the surprises to make it fun for me while I make the video. So here's our first card, and it is a 5 of spades. So I have my cheat sheet here. I'll put that card down. Spades are from the crunches category, and you're going to do 5 times 10 seconds. So you're going to do 50 seconds of crunches, and I don't have a way to time that. So we're going to pause this video while I go do that. Wow, you'd think that if this isn't the first take that I'd, excuse me while I get comfortable again. If this isn't the first take that I'd be ready to go, but I'm not ready to go, but now I am. Look, I got my stopwatch, and we're gonna go 50 seconds on regular crunches. 3, 2, 1, go. What are you guys gonna do with me? I know I'm complicated. I do the best I can. So I got my watch now. I had my Garmin on before when I did the first take, but the battery was dying. Oh, it was dying in the middle of it, so I had to unplug that, and I forgot I took it off already, even though that was just like 5 minutes ago. But again, you know how I am. I'm a little complicated. That's 25 seconds of crunches. My advice is you probably took off crazy fast, doing them as fast as you can. We're not maxing out. This isn't a sit-ups test. This is you do good quality crunches over that whole period of time. Keep your core engaged for that period of time. I would rather see someone do fewer but higher quality crunches in this case. So, and stop, that will do it for crunches. We'll go on to card 2 already. And that same advice goes for all of these things that are timed or number of reps. Make sure you're doing quality reps over quantity, unless it's a quantity. I guess if I told you to do a number of reps, you need to do that number, but they should still be quality whether it's timed or not. Here's card number 2, Queen of Spades, another crunches category. So that is going to be, and it's a good one on my list next. And I'm just going to go in order on my list, by the way, so that it isn't planned. I know that's not random, but can't be completely random. So you're doing 60 seconds of this next exercise. And this next exercise is called Flutters. And you're going to do 60 seconds of that. Then you are going to do 15 mountain climbers. And on my go, 3, 2, 1, go. You're doing Flutters. Remember that Flutters isn't a big movement. You're going to have your legs straight out in front of you. They're going to, at the low point, be just off the floor. You're going to lift them 4, 5, 6 inches, alternating back and forth with each leg, up and down. And I want them to be nice and slow and in control. Make sure your core is engaged. Make sure your hands are under your low back so that you're supporting that and not putting stress down there. And don't lift your head either. Keep your head on the ground so that can be comfortable. That's 40 seconds already. Flutters, do the best you can. That's 6 seconds is a long time to do flutters if you're doing good flutters. 10 seconds. And 5 seconds. And stop. And 15 jumping jacks. Oh no, won't exactly. I don't know if it takes 15 seconds to do 15 jumping jacks or not, but we're going to give you about that long to do 15 jumping jacks. Maybe you'll be done before that. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Now we're going to go to our third card already. Hope it's not another spade. We don't want to be working on a flush. Is that what it's called in poker? I don't even know. Oh, it's a diamond. Two of diamonds. Two of diamonds. You'll remember diamonds are general strength. The first diamond exercise we're going to do are just regular standard push-ups. So that's only 4 push-ups. That's kind of sissy, but hey, that's what the cards are telling us to do. That they say that's what's in the cards. So we're going to let cards dictate our fate. So you're going to do 4 push-ups. Make them 4 real good push-ups, okay? On my go. 3, 2, 1, go. And you got lucky on that one. But that's the way this workout's going to go. It might not be that hard. We'll see. But if it stays easy and I roll that joker, you're in trouble, I think. If it stays, I don't know, that flutters. Maybe this makes up for the flutters. Okay, you're probably good on push-ups. 4 push-ups shouldn't have taken you very long. And pretty much everybody should have been able to do 4 good push-ups. Here's card number 4. Another diamond. 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds. Put that card aside. That next exercise is burpees. So we're going to go time because 14 burpees doesn't quite make sense. So we're going to go time. So we're going to 70 seconds is a long time for burpees though. So we're still going to go time. I need to get this to a good amount of time for me to be able to pay it. Because anyway, if I don't do it right on my watch, I'll get screwed up. So that's what I need. So 3, 2, 1, go on burpees. 70 seconds of burpees. Again, just do nice burpees, nice and in control. They don't have to be super fast, but make sure you're doing when you're on the floor, doing the right things. When you're jumping up at the end, do the right things. That's a long time for burpees. So I did make it a little bit harder on you. So maybe I'll keep monitoring that. And if I flip that joker, maybe you're not in trouble. See how quickly I changed my mind? It's a lesson for future reference, so bear with me. 35 seconds, so you're halfway there. Excuse me. That's a long time to bridge the gap. Keep going. Keep doing the best you can on your burpees. I'll let you know that I'm still doing well. Running's been a little tough. I got a little hamstring issue. That's a good lesson for everybody. You know, sometimes we have to work through issues in our running, and what we can't do is give up, so I'm finding other things to do. 20 seconds. I've been on my bike a lot. I've been exploring other places a lot. I've been going for nice hikes out at the woods a lot, and it's been real nice to get out there, see some animals, see some different things, and refreshing to be outside. 3, 2, 1, stop. I hope those burpees went okay for you. Here we are, midpoint, 5th card. Oh, I peeked. Jack of diamonds. 3 diamonds in a row now. What the heck? How did I shuffle these? Jack of diamonds. So that's going to be diamonds are also general strength. And you are going to do 30 reps of dips. And then you are going to do 15, jumping jacks. 15 jumping jacks. So on my go, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to give you enough time to do 30 dips. I should have warned you to get a chair or a stop or something, a box that can support your weight so that you can do your dips for your triceps and such. So sorry I didn't do that. For future reference, it's always a good idea to have those kinds of things handy or planned out. If you had to pause this to get to that point, fine. 30 seconds, I'll give you a little longer because these last few probably are taking a little bit longer for some of you. 30 is quite a bit for most of you, actually. So this is getting hard all of a sudden, and it's good. Get into your jumping jacks. 15 good jumping jacks. I never really made you guys do jumping jacks until this whole coronavirus thing, but we did them as part of a warm-up in a previous video. I put them in here as a supplemental activity on our face cards. You're probably done with jumping jacks by now. And I don't know, I like them. They're pretty old school, but they still have some value. And here we go. Card number 6, I guess. Oh, you see that? Joker. Oh, the Joker. What do I do to you? I said earlier I was going to make it hard on you, but you know, I'm not going to do that this time because I manipulated things a little bit through those other couple of cards when I didn't quite like how they came up, and I shouldn't do that because that's the whole idea of variety. So this time on my coach's choice, we're going to take it pretty easy on you. We're going to do Russian twists, and we will just do about 45 seconds of Russian twists. But make sure they're good Russian twists. I want them to be good. I'll get you started, and I'll give you some feedback on that in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So what I mean by good Russian twists is it's not your hands that are doing the work. It's not your shoulders that are doing the work. That's just something that can be a marker, an indicator where your hands are. But you're rotating from your abs, from your core, and your hands winding up on the other side of your body is just an artifact of your core doing the motion we want to do. So make sure you're doing them right. I see too many people still not understanding that it's not a shoulder movement, it's from your abs. So make sure you're doing that and focusing. 5 seconds. And that's good. Stop. We're getting there. Rolling through this workout. Here's the next card, Queen of Hearts. You're getting a lot more high cards on this round than you did on the last one. Hearts are planks. We haven't had hearts before. Well, that's 60-second planks plus 15. You're doing 15 more mountain climbers. You're getting your mountain climbers in for the day. So we're going to go 60 seconds on plank on my go, and then 15 mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go. 60 seconds on mountain. No. 60 seconds on plank, front plank. Make sure you're straight through your whole body, from your shoulders, through your hips, through your knees, through your feet. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, and lift. And stay straight, not arched or sagging. Stay straight, and that's 30 seconds. 60 seconds, you've done 60 seconds before. It's on the long side, but I think you guys got this. It's 40 seconds. Excuse me again. We're rolling through this workout. I kind of like it. I hope you do too. Will you please give me honest feedback? If you don't like this stuff, just tell me. I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like 5 seconds. I feel like some of you are using it. Stop, do your 15 mountain climbers while I continue to talk. I feel like some of you are still using these videos. If even a percentage of you get something out of it, I'm cool and happy to make more. But I want honest feedback. If you guys like it, tell me. If you don't, tell me. If there's something different you want to see, tell me that. You're not going to hurt my feelings, okay? But I want feedback. Probably got your 15 mountain climbers done by now. 3 more cards left in my hand. Still haven't peaked. And what do we have here? 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs. I had to look because you guys might not know this, but as I'm recording, it's in mirror image on the screen. I had to make sure I didn't have that wrong, but you'd think there's other ways I could figure that out without having to actually look at it, but you know how that is. Okay, so the clubs are stability. The first one I have written down for stability, and we haven't done this yet, I see no clubs over in my discard pile, is, I should say, are body squats. So 9 times 2, so 18 body squats. And on my go, 3, 2, 1, go. 18 body squats. I'll give you maybe 25 seconds to do these. 18 is a good number for these, actually. So for a first time, sort of a second time, I guess, since my first take didn't record right. For a first time doing this workout, though, it's actually worked out pretty well. The numbers tend to come out okay of what I want you to do. Give you a couple more seconds to finish your body squats. And stop. So everything seems to come out reasonable. I like the variety. I like the spontaneity of it. We'll see how you like it. 2 more cards. Ace of diamonds. That's in 2 takes, almost. So 19 cards. Whoa, dropped it on the floor. That's the first time that came out, that a diamond came out. Remember what aces are? They're your choice. So what's your favorite? Think of what your favorite general strength workout is. I'll read some in case you can't think of one on your own. But because it was the ace of diamonds, we're going to go with the diamond category, which is general strength. We already did push-ups. We've already done burpees. We already did dips. So here are the rest I have on my list. And if you can think of something else you want, that's okay, do that. You are going to do the amount of time or the number of reps you want to do. Make sure you're doing quality work though. So you're going to do wide push-ups or inchworms or pike push-ups or lunges or scorpions or high yas or iron cross. Those are some ideas. You can do whatever you want. I will give you a good amount of time to finish whichever one you want. Your choice, your favorite one from the general strength category, or one of those that I read off, if you don't have your favorite one. So if I ever do this in mind, I'll teach you another time about the concept of an elevator speech, but we'll apply that to if coach asked you to do your favorite exercise out of 3 or 4 different categories. Have that ready, because there's times in course circuit when we struggle to come up with what's next. And if every one of you has 3 or 4 things in mind, and I ask that, or our other coaches ask that, I'll give you a few more seconds, then you'll have something ready. And I'll teach you someday what an elevator speech is. I've never had to use one. I'm not so much a career guy, so that's what it applies to, is your career. And stop. Last card. Last card. What is it? It is the Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts. 2 queens and 2 jacks. You got a lot of bonus work. We'll call those bonus cards. So hearts being planks. You're going to do that for 60 seconds. We're going to do glute bridges for 60 seconds. Okay. Then you are going to do 15 jumping jacks. And on my go, 3, 2, 1, go. 60 seconds of glute bridges. Now I want you doing the hip thrusts with that. So slowly go down and then squeeze your glutes when you go up. As you go up, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, and then slowly down. Squeeze your glutes as you go up, engage your core, slowly go down. That's 30 seconds already. Focus on that. Again, it's not number of reps that we want. It's nice and slow and in control. We're not racing. We're not, more is not necessarily better in a lot of these things. Sometimes less is more. These isolation portions or aspects to some of these exercises are what's important. And if you go too fast, then you aren't able to isolate. And we really want to get your glutes firing on this. 3, 2, 1, and stop on that. Get into your 15 jumping jacks and go. I'll give you about 20 seconds to do that or so. And as we do that, I'll wrap up and I'll say thanks again for all of the efforts that I am seeing on Strava. If you haven't logged, please do so. Word on the street is there are a few of you running that just aren't logging. And if that's the case, help me out, boost my morale right now too by putting some actions on your Strava, because I really do get excited when I see people put effort in there. And what I need to do is I need to acknowledge that more, not just an email, but I need to acknowledge it on your Strava. And I've done it a few times, you know, gave you a like, or a few cases made a few comments. It's hard to make lots of comments. You're probably done with your jumping jacks. And I'll wrap this up, but hard to make comments on every single thing you do on there, but just know that I am paying attention, and it does give me a nice feeling about who we are, about how hard workers we are, the blue collar work ethic we have, and why we've been successful is completely due to that. And I believe in the hard work, and you know that. And I encourage you guys to get out running if you haven't been out running. I encourage you to log that on Strava. and I encourage you to encourage me, because I need it too. I'm trying to do this all on my own, trying to get my running going, and and it's not always going to be easy for me either, especially being I'm not old. Don't think I'm old yet. You guys think I am. I remember when I was this age, and my coach was my age I am now, and I thought he was old, and now I'm thinking that he wasn't old. But you guys probably think I'm old, and that's all right. I don't know if it matters, but I certainly know I've felt to slow down a little bit, and taken such a long period of time off. Uh, for no reason, I took all that time off. I mean, yeah, I was focused on you guys, but um, you know, I don't want it to sound like it was I make excuses of why I didn't commit to my own running, but I'm trying to be fit and be healthy too, and I need your encouragement, and I want to give you mine, and that's what coaching, and that's what it means for us to be a family. So hang in there through this time, do the best you can, get out there and be active, get some running or biking in, do these videos, do them even if I'm not making a new one, go back and repeat them. And, I ask you guys to give me your best until May, and then we'll evaluate from there. And I'm sticking to that. I'll give you a little bit different take on things maybe when we get into early May, and see where things are going, and we'll go from there. So with that said, hang in there. Thanks for everything. Miss you guys. We'll see you soon. I'm just a text away or an email away if you need anything. So reach out, and till we meet again.